Hey guys, what's up? Today's video is going to be on my second preliminary winter outlook 2017-2018. Let's get right into it. First off, we need to look at what the big weather corporations have to say because they always give you a good indicator. And I would pretty much agree with this map other that other than I don't think there's going to be that much rain in the south this year with a La Nina pattern. I think I'll explain what a La Nina pattern is in a minute. And with the La Nina pattern, I think there's going to be drier conditions in the south and warmer. So maybe there's going to be midwinter chill possible, but I think it's going to be warmer and drier generally across the south than what they're pointing out here. And now let's look at what NOAA has to say. So this is the 3-month outlook temperature probability for December, January, and February. I just did those 3 months because those are the 3 main months of winter, excluding March. But this is the 3-month precipitation outlook. And NOAA pretty much got it right this time. That's what I think, because I think that the only thing I don't agree with is the temperature, and the part that the Northeast is going to be warmer. I think they're going to be equal chance or cooler, and I think that it should be somewhere. The line should be drawn somewhere around where my pointer is moving around here. That's going to be equal chances or cooler. I don't think it's going to be warmer than average across these areas, north. And pretty much this is exactly what I was thinking. Than it should be probably drier. It should be below average here in California and Arizona. Those areas should be highlighted in brown, in my opinion. Now we move on to the ENCO outlook, and you could see that the La Nina is favored 55% to 60% during the Northern Hemisphere fall and winter 2017-2018. You could see December, January, February. That's the main months of winter. La Nina, even for March, it's going to be La Nina, but it's going to be decreasing as we go on. So if you're wondering what a La Nina means, this is a La Nina. A La Nina is where the waters right here in South America are cool. And El Nino is when the waters are warm and it impacts all these areas you see highlighted. The blues mean cool, the greens mean wet, this color means cool and wet, the brown means warm and dry. So you could see this picture right here is just a close-up of what that was and a little bit more detailed. So there's always blocking high pressure, brings a jet stream up. So Alaska will be a little bit warmer than average, southern Alaska. And then it brings a jet stream down across here, so cold air across the northern half, anywhere north of the jet stream, and also wet and warm across the mid-Atlantic and central U.S., meaning that there is a potential for big storms because they have all this moisture to work with. So then the just the systems go through the moist air, they crank up, and then they go into the cold air. So they produce big snows for the Northeast, Midwest, and Northern Plains. Sorry. And you could see the La Nina also means dry weather for the south, as I was saying, and for the Northwest, wet and cold. So that usually means if it's colder than average and more and wetter than average, so that usually means more snow for the Northwest. So this is the final preliminary winter outlook for this time around, and this is just the temperature. I think that anywhere across north of this blue line is going to be it's going to be pretty much cold throughout the whole winter. There are obviously going to be some warm spells that are going to break through and they're going to probably melt some of the snow, but for majority of the winter it's going to be cold anywhere north of this line. And then in areas south of this brown line, I think there's going to be it's going to be it's going to be warmer than average and drier. Based off this map, also it's going to be drier than average across much of the south and California, Arizona, those areas. And then also it's going to be more wet in the Pacific Northwest, so that means that there's going to probably be more snow for places like Seattle. Even though they don't get a lot of snow, they'll probably get a little bit more snow this year. I know they had a lot of snow last year, I think, or a lot of ice, Portland and Seattle, so they will get some more of that weather probably. And again, probably more wet for the. I didn't include the Northeast, but it should probably be included for the Northeast, Midwest, and Upper Plains, because during the La Nina pattern, there's a lot of Alberta clippers that pass through, and these Alberta clippers bring a lot of snow to Midwest, and wherever they go, they could track here, they could track here, they could track here and make a northeaster out of themselves. So that would bring extra snow to the Northeast. So pretty much that's it, guys. This is a preliminary outlook, so it's a kind of disclaimer. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but it gives you a general good look on what's upcoming for this winter. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next episode.